What? Why?
Could it be...
Come on.
In other words...
Hey.
What?
Is that right? Indeed.
Let's go.
But...
Correct. That's right. Whew. So... However... Wrong. In other words...
Just a second!
Makoto. It would seem... Goodbye.
I can't wait! Thrills, chills, kills! Let's begin with a basic if you can figure an I'll punch. Okay!
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko! There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No! That's a ghost!
But... she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove, then let's compare Kyoko's...
Her trait?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all. That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong! There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my...
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Career mercenary corps Mukuro Ikusawa belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member, get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Now I understand! The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man! After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The which means that person, so it must have been. What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised! Yes, indeed! The trial this time is...
Are you saying the
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? She's been gone this whole time?
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot...
So you're saying she wasn't, and which would mean she was the same as us. Just another part.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster, huh?
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that?
My information was not wrong.
Okay! We're in the middle of a trial. Please limit all future prattle.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at problem. Now then, just so the reason we're having a...
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery
Nope! There are only 16 students.
Seriously? Then...
Who did it? Who's...
Get a hold of yourself. We've already...
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking...
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place at... However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were...
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so. Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that it was after night, so the murder must have...
Then I guess we can say the time... Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? Well, she went to...
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
So we can...
For me, but I'm sure I met up with everyone else.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you...
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, it's wrong! Actually, The murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
And what makes you say
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden, then it should have been
Oh, hold on! The body was wet.
Sorry, Toko.
I'm wrong? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such a decent word!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my—
Man,
If you really think it was— You better— I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! How can you say it?
This should prove it. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely. If the sprinklers got the body wet,
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
let's just. The reason only the top. While the.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers—
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body sometime after the
which means she must have been killed.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you hadn't.
in which case the only one left.
I'd just like to say one. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that.
So are you saying?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy!
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you
Huh?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate so she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic, and as a result, we were forced into another
If she had a motive and no alibi.
I'm not the only one without an alibi.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a...
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that is, in fact, that's the dirt pattern on the tarp. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be? By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side...
Shoot!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Shoot!
By covering the body, killer prevents.
So the reason that was the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because
That side was protected since it was facing down toward the body. Of course it didn't get dirty!
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry, but Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it if you put a tarp on a body in that state.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh! Yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw? What if, after the killer, they then covered the body?
You mean someone else's?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the... That's what Hifumi did, right?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were... But after the murder,
So, you're saying someone killed a... Man! That's messed up!
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, you said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood. But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered it. When you discovered the body, was it where...
I think... Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough...
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the top. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto and
Oh no, I headed off to the gym.
then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. Well then, it looks like Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again...
For serious, man? Which one of them did? Hey! Why don't we let luck
Oh!
See? Pretty good.
No, not that.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and...
The one we found stuck in the body. According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about...
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that. That's what I thought when I first saw...
You don't seem surprised. Then why did you...
It's not that I hid it.
Suspicious. The knife we found stuck in the body. Now I'm totally convinced he did it.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it. In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention, exploding the body afterward with... The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but... What's the deal with that explosion anyway?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum...
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to...
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh?
That's only natural. We saw the same thing when it's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion...
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from is the only other possible...
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. It won't change. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
No, that's wrong! Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of pop. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way! Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you,
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Sure.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium
Arrow.
Indeed. There.
Are you sure?
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master! You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
You sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, it's wrong! You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong.
Surely you don't intend. You know what will happen if you cover for the culprit, the death of us.
Of course.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the right here.
And how does that prove any?
Because
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play. That key is just your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really...
No, it's not that I want. There's one more thing I need to... Kyoko, I want you to tell... Last night. Why? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
That's enough. The time...
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know. Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dope and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, it's wrong! If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to...
I see. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously without my room key, am I wrong?
It...
Then you're finally starting.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't...
But who else?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key.
You! What are you trying to...
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I couldn't possibly have killed anyone. Or
Someone had to put...
there's only one other someone could have had the key on them that... I don't see any other option.
Wait a second! You've got it all wrong! Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden...
Huh?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why... this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's...
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late! So we had to push back the start time! So then, It's time for voting time, okay?
Voting time?
Now, who will be chosen? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's... Yes, indeed! Yep. Hey! Shing! Thrills! Chills!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It...
This...
It would seem...
What the heck?
In other words, calm down. In other words,
What did you...
so... Just a second. It smells... indeed. So... Hey.